Hello, 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 welcome back. Acrylic here. As you know, why do I even say that? Makes you wonder, right? Anyways, welcome back to Agrarian Skies 2. We are in action mode here. I've done a few quests off camera just to, ease a little bit of the pain of the questing and whatnot. So I finally got around to completing some of these storage ones. These block extenders seem pretty cool. I might have to do a little test with those. But there's a few other here that I really want to get made. This one's really easy. I want to get the digger's backpack. I've already prepared the recipe. We're going to get a few here fast and furious. And claim one, hey? Sure, foresters. Most of these I'm not going to use. So, it's fine. It's fine. There we go. Perfect. But we completed the quest. It doesn't unlock any other ones, but it's just nice to complete things, right? The next one that I want to complete is the control your drawers. And I saw this once I unlocked it. Unlocks 2 other quests elsewhere. So I've already made the compact drawer, which is basically just piston with some of the drawers that you make beforehand, some stone and some iron. Pretty straightforward. But now I'm also making the drawer controller, which requires comparators, a diamond, and stone. So that should complete that. Boom. We get another compacting drawer. And casting storage. Okay, casting frame. Okay. Very interesting. Okay. You get some lanterns, which is awesome. These guys here, I think I'm just going to store for right now. I don't really have a desire to use drawers. Unless somebody can tell me a reason as to why, they seem inferior to me. But, let's see. So, it'll unlock that quest. But where was the other quest that unlocked? I believe, if I've heard correctly, it unlocks Applied Energistics. That is right, it does do that. Awesome. I am very excited. Just get a couple of these on the bar. We get ourselves a quartz cutting knife and a reward bag. And we are now able to progress with Applied Energistics. But, because I'm an epic troll, we're not going to. Bag, Skystone. Fitting. Is that not fitting right now? We just got some Skystone for the Applied Energistics bag. I think that that is very, very fitting indeed. What can we get rid of? Get out of here, rails. Get out of here. You can go in there. All right. So, we got ourselves Applied Energistics unlocked. We will be starting this pretty darn soon because I am sick and tired of all this. I want a beefy storage system that's just awesome. Okay, now I think that's all that I had prepared. One other thing that I did make is I did make my ring of magnetization with my Botania. And if you really want to see me do that live, watch one of my other series. They're pretty much... I deal with Botania in both of those as well. So, I believe even my last survival stories yesterday, I made the ring on camera. So, here we are over in the area. I completed all of the building sections to kind of just bring in the box that is this area with the nice grass in the middle and the hole down to the abyss down below. One thing I noticed, and I'm not sure, is it going to show up now? There was something in the sky over there, somebody else's base or something, which is really interesting. We might have to jump over there and see who it is. Maybe I can pull a prank or something, you know what I mean? But as you can see, we pretty much have all of our thermal expansion items. I did make the sawmill just for the quest. That's about it, really. Nothing other than that. And what else did I do? I moved my energetic infuser over here. We have the glacial precipitator over here. There's our induction smelter. I made myself a few more magma crucibles with fluid transposers on top of them. Now, one of the things... And then same thing, pulverizers with redstone furnace. All right. pretty straightforward. Now, one of the things in this book, if I'm not mistaken, is this redstone copying. All right. Now, redstone copying is red print. And red print is kind of nice. But I guess we have to make a cyclic assembler and a schematic for this to work. So, let's do that. Let's get ourselves a red print. And I can maybe explain. Maybe. I've never used it. I know what it does, but I've never actually used it. Maybe I can use it to advance ourselves a little bit further along, or make it a little bit easier on ourselves. So the cyclic assembler is basically a machine frame, some tin gears, some copper gears, redstone reception coil. Okay, boom, boom, good. We need 10, 11, 12, and then 8 of you, like so. No, we need 12 and 13. 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm trying to just get everything at once. That's how good I am. I'm just kidding. Okay, there's our tin gears. Let's get our copper gears, like so. 1 tin gear in the middle. We are making ourselves our machine frame. Again, I'm not going too crazy with the cyclic assembler here. It's not that important in my opinion. And a chest. Boom, boom. Like so. Good. Chest. That. Click. Boom. Cyclic assembler. Very nice. Now, the other thing that we need is a schematic. And a schematic's really easily made. 2 pieces of paper and some lapis. So 1 piece of lapis and a couple pieces of paper. I have 1. Alright. Well, let's make a little bit more. Not a big deal. There we go. Boom. Paper. 2. Boom. Schematic. Alright. Good stuff, good stuff. So that completes that, and that gives us this red print. And the red print... Oh, do I actually have to craft it? Oh, no, it'll manually detect it. Okay, that's fine. So we can do that after we figure it all out. So red print, you can copy the settings of one thermal expansion machine to another. Okay, so pretty much... I think, if I'm not mistaken, let's put this cyclic assembler over there too, even though we're probably not going to use it for anything. Let's put it on over there and see what we can... Maybe we can do something with it, right? We shall see. We'll put it on top of that guy there. So, this magma crucible right here. If you go to the configuration, I want the output on the top and the input on the bottom. Okay. Now, what I want to do is I want to save this to go to all of the other machines. So, I believe I just right-click like that. And you'll see here, use on a device to transfer stored settings. Use while sneaking to erase. So, this guy is like that. And if I do that... Aha! It set it. Awesome. That is exactly what I wanted to see. Now, these guys here, can I use it on this? No, you have to reset based on the machine. Okay. So, boom, erase it, right click, fluid transposer, and boom, boom, you can set the fluid transposers like so. So, it is decently useful when setting multiple machines. But, it could be better, right? It's not bad though. We can quickly go through and set up all of these furnace and pulverizers just like so. That's pretty slick. I'm not gonna lie. I appreciate that. That is nice to have. Because if you were to set up a whole bunch on CobbleGen or something like that, that's pretty slick. I'm very happy with that. Now, the one quest... So we did get the red print. We have a secondary gearbox, flux modulation, and stabilized frame. Let's look up those and see if we can't complete this quest. Yeah, that's not bad. Copper, silver, and glowstone. Okay, we can make that pretty easily. I took the augments out of my magmatic furnace because... That's a squid. I was like, what is that? Alright, we'll put that in there. What in the world is that? But a little bit of that. Copper. So 3. 1, 2. 1, 2. Good. Let's get this guy made. Nice and simply. A little bit of copper, a little bit of silver, and what was the last part? Glowstone dust. We have that. We have that technology. No problem. Okay, there's that. So this is basically giving us even more power on a dynamo. It's nice to have, but we don't quite need it just yet. I'm sure we'll get to that point here pretty darn soon, though. And what was the other one? A stabilized frame. So let's find that. Igneous stabilized frame. It looks like some bronze. A piece of rock wool. Okay. Okay, rock wool. How do I make rock wool? Again. I'm trying to remember, but I do not recall. Thermal expansion rock wool. I have to remember how to do that. Alrighty, so I think our best way going forward is probably just using tesseracts, to be honest. There's not too many other options that I have at this point in time. So what I want to do is I want to actually make this one a privatized one. So we're going to need a couple diamonds, and if I'm not mistaken, maybe, how do you privatize it again? Is it not? I thought it was shift click. No? I'll have to remember. That's fine. But anyways, we want to make, basically, let's go 668, and we're going to name it power. Just like so. We're going to save that frequency. And what we're going to set is just the energy to send. Okay? So we're set up for energy to be sent through this tesseract and to be received by another tesseract down the road. I will have to remember how to lock it, though. That's okay. We'll figure it out. And then this tesseract here, we're going to need some power. Okay, I have one hardened flux duct. I have one leadstone flux duct. Wow, look at me go. Okay, apparently I have, like, no cables. What can you do? Alright, leadstone, we need some of you and some of you. Let's get at least a little bit of this going. Yeah, 24 for right now. That'll work, just for right now. And then we need some invar, like so, and some more redstone. Okay, hardened, because that's how I roll. We're not doing anything less than hardened now. Okay, good. That gave us a couple left over. Fine. Okay, so we have at least some power. A little bit. But really, I don't have a power source over here at all yet. I need to set up some sort of main power, because that system over there is really not going to cut it. And that system up there, same thing. It's not going to cut it in no time flat. So what I want to do is I basically want to have the power down below. Okay. Oh, I love the ring of magnetization. Just bringing all that stuff to me. It's beautiful. Now, I would actually like to upgrade these to instead have the redstone energy flux duct. Now, but those we need the fluid transposer, as you see here, and we need destabilized redstone, all of which we can get going here now that we have a bit of power. Oh, hello, reinforced on my hatchet. How kind. Alright, so what we're going to do is we're going to connect all of these to the back of this, just for right now, and we will jump on down below, and I would like to have, well, that's a little bit low, but that's fine. Go like that as well. That way we have at least our energetic infuser connected, as well as our induction smelter. Over here, same thing, but I'm kind of lacking a little bit of power cables. So for right now, we're going to leave it. Let's get this guy at least somewhat charged up. And then we can hook up power to these guys down below. Alright, put on my hover mode and drop down the hole. Nothing scary about that, right guys and gals? No siree. Power set. Receive energy. Good. Okay, good. So now we should be receiving energy. You can see our conduits are right here. I would like to remove this guy. Yeah, we're going to have to remove all of these as well. Good. Because that's going to be our inputs, right? So basically, we're going to be bringing the power down, like so, and running it from the Tesseract. Bingo bango. Let's make sure that that worked before we get too carried away. Yes, we are receiving power. Beautiful. Now, the magma crucibles can receive a lot of power, so it's going to take a little bit of time to fill those guys up. And also, we need to get this line done up, so let's connect that. I probably do not have enough cables, though. Definitely do not. Most definitely do not have enough cables. Okay, that's alright. For right now, that'll do the job. Not too shabby. Okay. So in this guy, I want to get myself some destabilized redstone. Now this also requires electrum and hardened glass. Okay, now electrum, we can use the induction smelter. So we are going to need a little bit more power and all that kind of stuff, but we can also still use our smeltery. I'd like to kind of get away from the smeltery though, between you and me. I do find it's useful, but I find it a little bit annoying. Okay, now I do so happen to have a little bit of that, so we can get some of it going. And we do have a whole bunch of redstone, so I can take all of that. I also want to take a chunk of ender pearl, and I also want to take a chunk of glowstone. Now, for those of you that don't know what I'm doing, there's a reason I have 3 different magmatic crucibles. One for each of the liquid forms. Let's find it here, right here, of thermal expansion. Okay, one is ender pearl, one is redstone, one is glowstone. For, I believe it's energized glowstone. Is that what it's called? Yes, energized glowstone, which is awesome stuff, might I add. I don't use it nearly as often, but still pretty nice to have. One other thing that I do want to have is I want to have a little bit of storage of these liquids up top. So I think what we're going to look to do is get some of these reinforced portable tanks, or maybe even the resonant ones. Resonant ones hold 512,000 buckets. That's a lot. These guys hold 128, and we can always upgrade them down the road. So I think we'll go with that. And that's pretty straightforward. Hardened portable tank, some invar, some glass, and some copper. So not too bad. And I believe we still have a decent amount of invar right here. We do. Okay, let's do that. So we need 3 of these things. So 3 like so. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, and some glass all the way around. And this should give us the hardened portable tank. That's good. And then the reinforced one is some hardened glass. Now, before we get into that, I really want to make sure that we have everything else set up with power. So, for right now, we need to make more flux ducts. Alrighty, so I connected this up. So as you can see, our induction smelter is now getting some power. Our magma crucibles are full. Our fluid transposers are all full. That is beautiful, beautiful stuff to see. Now, so for example, if I want this one to be redstone, I can throw in the redstone in this magmatic crucible, and it's going to start making destabilized redstone. Nice. And it's going to put it in the fluid transposer. Okay. If I want this one to be ender, you put in ender pearls. It's transferring it over and putting it up into the transposer as well. And this guy, the glowstone. So we're going to have all 3 different types of items ready to go at all times. Now, as you can see, we're getting a decent amount of this stuff, and I just realized that I actually need the tank in between these. Yeah, I think I want it. Well, you know what? I wonder if this can just output into a tank. I don't know if it can. Anyways, I'll fiddle around with that. I might have to put the tank in between, which is fine. I'm fine with it either way. So I'm going to put the rest of the ender pearls in there. One thing I do require, though, and let's run on over and grab it. Why is there a hole in the wall? All right. We'll just leave it for now. Ignore that. I still need to finish that build anyways. I need a piece of sand. Now, there's a reason that I need a piece of sand, and for those of you that are unaware as to why I need a piece of sand, it comes back to that Rockwell discussion that we had earlier. I remembered how to make it. That's right. And it's pretty straightforward. It's not too complicated at all, but you do need a piece of slag. All right. Now, for those of you that don't know what slag is actually a byproduct from thermal expansion. So basically, if you put sand and 2 pieces of cobblestone in an induction smelter, you're going to get, wait for it, stone bricks. 1 stone brick for 2 cobble and 1 sand. But you'll also have a 100% chance of getting some slag, which is awesome because slag is actually decently useful. Who would have thought, right? You can make definitely some interesting things out of some slag, but you can also make rock wool just by smelting it. Now, none of these have any power, of course. Of course. Let's just fix that nice and quick. You come with me, thank you. Put you here, good, and smelt. Okay, very nice, good. So this is smelting down the slag into the rock wool that we require for that crafting recipe. One of the nice things about rock wool is it basically won't burn. So if you wanted to place that and light it on fire, be my guest. All right, now the glowstone is still kicking. All the resonant ender is done, and all the destabilized redstone is done. Very nice. Okay, beautiful. I'm very happy with all of this. Very, very happy. We are progressing nicely and not taking too much time while doing it because, you know, some of this stuff, simple for some people, not so for others, okay? So keep that in mind as well as you're watching the video. So there's our rock wool. We can place that down, and now we can get our destabilized frame, which is actually a 33% chance, increased chance for secondary materials, which isn't too bad at all. But that does give us the quest. There we go. Boom, boom. We get our augment of a secondary reception coil. Very good. This guy, level 1, machine processing, double the speed. Very, very nice item, actually, that. Augment pyroclastic generation. What's that? Augment pyroclastic generation. That's not that hard. Let's make it. 4 gold. 1, 2, 3, 4. 2 of you. 2 of you. Good. We need a pneumatic servo, like so, and 2 pieces of obsidian, which I have, just so happens to be there. Boom and boom. You make that, and that gives us a compression dynamo. Not bad. I'll take it. I'll take it, I'll take it, I'll take it. One of the other ones that I've really wanted to do, okay, so up to 64 cobblestone per. Okay, so this is for the igneous extruder. Very nice. So this guy, this requires a resonant machine. Wow, okay. Yeah, we're not going to deal with that right now. Okay, not too shabby. And we do have this compression dynamo as well, which is fluid fuels and coolants. I believe you can do like coal, liquefied coal, and stuff like that. Alrighty, so one of the biggest pain in the butt things to make with the Tinker Smeltery, other than tesseracts and stuff, is hardened glass, in my opinion, because you have to pour it over obsidian and all that stuff. But this really isn't actually that much better. You have to pulverize the obsidian before you can apply it to the lead ingot. But I think you actually get an additional hardened glass by doing this. If I'm not no, maybe not. No, you get about the same. Now, for each pulverized obsidian, I believe you get 4 per 1 obsidian. So I believe that is where your savings are. Whereas normally it would take 2 obsidian for 2 hardened glass. This is only going to take 1 obsidian once you pulverize it. Okay, so you do get a little bit of a savings on that front. So I'm going to go with 16 obsidian along with 16 lead. And we are going to see about pulverizing that down over in our system over here. Now, for the most part, I'm going to be doing this manually to start out with. But this is just way easier. I can kind of set it and forget it for a lot of this stuff, instead of me having to continually paste down. There's a little moth in here. Instead of me having to continually put down obsidian and all that kind of stuff, right? So, okay, there we go. Place you down there. Good. That's getting power, so we can start pulverizing up the obsidian, which is beautiful. And then down here, we're just going to place the lead and wait for the obsidian to finish pulverizing. And then that way we can complete that as well. The other thing that we can definitely look at doing is we can fill up some of these. I only have 6 at the moment, but we can make more pretty easily. Now, the biggest difference is a hardened flux duct, I should say, can only transfer 800 RF, whereas these guys can transfer 8,000 RF, which is so much better on all levels, basically. So this guy should be starting to create our hardened glass. Very nice, very nice. And we get, like I said, 2, which is perfect. That'll keep on going. Oh, so excited. So excited to get some of these basic machines and basic interfaces down so that we can make other cool things. And one of the cool things that we can make as well, there's 2 more cool things. I need like a teleportation rod or something. I really miss Ender IO with that. Is there some sort of teleportation wand or something so that I could just go from here over there or over to there or over there type thing? There's the base. You see it? That's what I was talking about. Anyways, one other really cool thing, and we're going to just look in the Tinker's Toys. There's a couple items here. One is signalum that I haven't been able to make yet. Steel, I could have made it, but I just decided not to because I was being a little bit lazy. But steel ingot is most easily done in an induction smelter with some pulverized charcoal, okay, or pulverized coal, bingo, with iron, okay. Now, pulverized coal, again, 2 coal, 1 iron. We need 2 things of steel, so 4 coal, 2 iron. Okay, so steel is one of them. The other one was signalum. Now, signalum, I tried to make in the smeltery. It says you can make it in the smeltery, but it didn't work for me. Now, maybe I was doing something wrong. That is completely possible. I do not discount that for a second. But you can make signalum blend right here. And this stuff here is made by 3 pulverized copper and silver, or you can just make the ore, I believe. No, you can't. Okay. So, signalum blend. Now, you'll see here in the induction smelter that with 2 and sand, you can get some more of that slag as well. But we're not going to be dealing with that at all. So, we need to make this signalum blend. Now, signalum blend is we need pulverized copper, pulverized silver, and a bucket of destabilized redstone. Now, this is the part that was getting me. The redstone was just not cooking in the smeltery. So, let's see. 3 copper, So 6 copper. And 2 silver. And I have some buckets on me. Okay, let's go get these things done over at the... Where was that guy? He was like right in the middle of nowhere. I am going to have to finish up the bottom side of this as well a little bit more so that it's, you know, not intrusive. So there we go. We have our redstone. So you can basically put buckets in there as well and pull them out just like so. Pretty straightforward, right? Equally, we need the copper and silver to be pulverized. So the copper we can pulverize up first. Pretty straightforward. Nothing too crazy here. I'm not reinventing the wheel. This guy has energy over here. And... okay, good. It won't go up. Alright, perfect. So there's our copper. Let's pulverize up the silver. We have a decent amount of hardened glass cooking, which is great. We now have our pulverized coal so that we can make our steel. There's our silver. So this in a crafting table. Let's get this done. We're running out of time. That gives us 4 signalum. Beautiful. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Alright, and we can just basically smelt it up in the redstone furnace. Pretty straightforward, right? And then equally in the induction smelter, 32 hardened glass. Awesome. Awesome, awesome. We can make ourselves a little bit of steel. There we go. We're getting the signalum. We're getting the steel. We're getting all the things, basically. I swear to God, this little moth is flying around in here, and I'm going to kill it. I'm going to find it, and I'm going to kill it. I promise. There's our signalum. Let's claim that reward right here. Terra steel. Nice. That is a bit of a boost, if I do say so. Indeed. Ardite is another breed. We have to definitely get some of that going. But the steel we can get as well. Claim that reward, get an extra ingot. So basically we're looking at Ardite, Cobalt, and Manulin left to finish that quest line. And that's not going to be too difficult. But that's going to be it for this episode, ladies and gentlemen. Make sure you slap that like button. Make sure you subscribe if you like what you saw here. Tell your friends. Make sure you're hitting up the videos, all that kind of stuff. I really do appreciate all of your guys' support. It's very helpful. All right. So that's it for me. Have yourselves a great day. Bye-bye.